Hi people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. How did you know that the person you are dating was not a God sent? What were the signs that God showed you that this person is not the one for you? Signs have always been there. We just pretend or brush them off. And those signs always affect us in the future when we brush them off. We are going to watch this video of this woman who asked the audience to share their experience when God showed them the signs that this one was not the one. So a lot of people came out to share their experience. So we are going to as well watch the stitches. At the end, I'll leave my own comment. Please don't go away.
So, what was the craziest sign that God tried to give you to stop seeing?
I created a password with God. So let me tell y'all. I was dealing with this person for a little bit, and I was just getting a lot of mixed signals. And I asked God, I said, if I'm supposed to be with this person, show me a green card. If I'm not, show me a purple card. Simple. Okay. And about a week later, I'm pulling in my mom's subdivision, and I see this bright green Camaro. So I'm like, all right, this is a sign that I was looking for. I'm about to pursue this man. Like, that means like God gave me the green light. Cool. So about 2 weeks later, I leave my house and I'm about to go to his house, and I stopped at the gas station, and I'm looking down at my lap and I'm counting the money in my car to go, pay for gas or whatever. And I look back up, y'all, there is this like metallic purple car sitting right across from me. I'm like, God, you already showed me my sign that I asked you for. Maybe this was just a coincidence that somebody stopped at this gas station, because I'm there pretty frequently. So I know like a lot of cars that be there. So get to his house, whatever. And we go to sleep. And as I'm laying next to this man, I had a dream that there was a funeral, and I'm stuck at the light, and I'm watching this recession pass, and the recession is nothing but purple cars. I'm talking like car after car after car, and it was like a non-stop recession. That was all that I needed.
So, what was the craziest sign that God tried to give you to stop seeing?
I saw this video and passed it so many times wanting to stitch it, but I never really had the courage to, I guess, because God came through so many times in my past relationship where I ignored it. And I literally am getting teary eyed thinking about this, but I remember the very first time when me and my partner, my ex, not a woman, but is a man, started dating. I still had my own apartment, I still had my own place, I still had my own everything. And my sister had called me. The women in my family, we are very like this, very prophetic, like tied to God. And so she called me and she's like, Taylor, I had a dream that you and Frankie, my dog, were in a house, and I was outside the house and I was telling you to come out, come out. And you were cooking, you were cleaning, and you're like, I can't come out, like I can't leave. And that should have been a sign, foreshadowing what my future would look like, but I ignored it. And fast forward like 5 months later, that's literally what my life looked like. And I was in an isolating relationship where I didn't really go out, I didn't do much, I didn't do anything. My life was literally consumed by that relationship, that man, and yeah. And then another way God revealed things to me. My other sister called me one time, and before this point, she had thought that this man was like the greatest man ever. And she called me and she said, Taylor, God revealed these things to me, that your ex is this, he's this, he's this, he's this. Literally named every single characteristic trait, every single thing that this person was doing that I had never discussed with anybody. And she called me and told me these things, and I was in disbelief. Later on, he showed me the scripture where I don't remember who it was, but this is terrible. I don't know who it was, but he was going to walk on water. And he said, all he needed to say was come. And he just said, come. And he showed me that scripture. And that's when I had the courage to finally leave and just trust God and trust his whole plan, that was never for me. But yeah, crazy stuff.
So, what was the craziest sign that God tried to give you to stop seeing?
I don't care what y'all are talking about. I win this train. I'm gonna act like we on FaceTime while I'm eating. Y'all, I win. I was stuck on this dude for like a good 6 years, 7 years, on and off, right? And one day, God gives me this dream. And in the dream, he sold his soul for money, a bike, like a motorcycle, and a house. Craziest part about it, mind you, there's so much more to the dream. But I sold my soul to be with him. And God was telling me that I was selling pieces of myself to be with this man. And him and I did not want the same things. And he would not care if I sold my soul to be with him. Y'all, when we sold our soul in the dream, when we had gone into the other world, that man left me. He left me to fend for myself. And I had to kill the leaders of the world in order to get back out. And God was saying that there's always a way out, but you will still have to go through the battle that's within the battlefield that you chose. Y'all, I ain't selling my soul for no man. I ain't going to hell about no man. Guess what? Gave that one up. Now I'm courting this 6-foot lockhead man.
So, what was the craziest sign that God tried to give you to stop seeing?
At first, the signs started off small. We had been talking for probably like a year and previous to this, but we were just talking and that was it. And then when he finally, like, he had left, came back, and when he came back, like the day he got back, he called and he wanted to see me, and then we were inseparable like ever since. And at first it was like our relationship was perfect, but there would always be like little signs and I just never understood what was going on. And then like the signs just started to get bigger and bigger. So I found like hair on him, like dog hair, and we didn't have a dog. Or I would find like hair that clearly wasn't mine. And then it just like escalated, like the longer that I stayed and the more that I like put up with or whatever, like it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it was like I was sitting on the bed one night and his Apple Watch lit up and it happened to be a picture of another girl on his Apple Watch. So then I swiped over and it was a bunch of pictures. And so like then it wasn't a big enough sign for me, I guess, because I'm an idiot. And so then I'm like, okay, God, I need a signier sign. So we moved in together. I posted him on my Facebook and I got an inbox full of women. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. It's probably like one woman after another. And it wasn't like, it was just, it was like one literally after another. So like I would deal with one issue, another one would come. And it was like all in the same like time frame, like 2-month period. And then like I would tell him, I know that God doesn't want me to be with you, because every time like we're happy or everything is going good between us, like something messes it up. And so like I know like he wouldn't let me just be easy with the situation, because that wasn't meant for me. And like I spent 2 years arguing with God over whether this man was for me or not, till the point where like it took something so small for me to actually leave. But it was because of all of these signs that God had gave me from the beginning, and like just building up. And so like they say that God will have like let somebody hurt you and just keep letting them hurt you, and it'll get worse and worse and worse until you finally like can't take it anymore. And that's really what it was. Like inbox full of girls on Facebook, and then like 3 girls pregnant, and like it just got to the point where like I couldn't handle the pain anymore. And so I didn't trust him, and it just, our relationship was just awful by the end, and I finally had to just give up. So God wins in the end.
Well, kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. After watching her video, as well as the experiences from different people, what is your thoughts? Kindly share your experience or what you have heard before. It's always important to realize and pay attention for some red flags. God really shows us signs, but I feel we just never pay attention. And red flags we ignore are usually cost us later. Most of the times God shows us dreams, and these dreams are either visitation, liberation, or promissions. I always believe that if you remember a dream in a very detailed one, it's definitely a sign, but we usually brush them off as if it meant nothing. Anyway, guys, kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. This was my simple comment. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. See you in the next video and stay safe.